everyone, and welcome to my home office. It is a very casual day for me. I don't have any makeup on. My hair is done, but it's not really done. I saw those earlier, a couple of really short clips. I spent this morning and part of the afternoon at a local Starbucks at the mall near where I live, just kind of working on homework and stuff because last week was midterms for me, and this week we are already starting to prepare for finals at my school because I go to online school and it's really fast paced. So each class is only 8 weeks long, which means that we can like finish double the amount of classes in like the typical time it takes to complete a class, but it means that I'm never not busy essentially. So I've been doing homework all day, but my goal is to finish my homework today and then start the end of the Magi tonight. So this is going to be a reading vlog for the end of the Magi, which if you don't know is the Biblical Fiction Buffs Winter Book Club pick. I'm really hopeful that I can finish this book really fast, but the problem with reading Biblical Fiction Buffs books for me is that since I'm the host of the book club and I coordinate the book club live meetings every quarter, I really try to take my time with the books and take notes and like outline things so that I can have things to talk about during the book club discussion, which is why it's taken me so long to get into the book, because between school and everything I haven't had as much time to devote to that as I would like. And I'm also graduating this year, which is really exciting, but that means that every class I'm taking right now is a precursor to my capstone project, which is definitely going to take up a bulk of my time. But anyways, I'm home now. I caught a ride home with my dad, got some more coffee on the way because I'm an addict, and I'm about to finish some more homework. I still have some left, and I'll have more tomorrow as well. The homework never ends, but I try to get it done early in the day if I can, so that I can have the rest of the day to do whatever I want. I might as well show you guys a little bit more of like what I actually do on a day, like a normal day. This is my house. It's a little bit messy right now, but I hope you can understand. Again, the stress of finals week is real. But yeah, it's pretty dark in here right now. The sun's setting, but I'm in the office, so I don't need a lot of lights on. I just have the kitchen lights on, the office lights on. I do have a candle lit on my dining table, which is really nice because if I'm home 98% of the time, I'm almost always burning a candle because I love my dog, but I hate the smell of dog. And I also have a very sensitive nose. I'm very sensitive to smells. They can either make me really happy or give me really bad headaches, which is why I'm always burning a candle, because there are certain smells that just make me like, ugh. For instance, last night I made taco soup, or tortilla soup. My husband calls it taco soup. I made taco soup because he wasn't feeling well and that's his like favorite soup. And I was like, okay, well, since you're staying home sick from work, I'll make taco soup. But I really don't like the smell of Mexican food. I love the taste of Mexican food, but like the smells of the different spices really get to me. And right now my house smells very strongly of like taco seasoning and spicy foods and stuff, and it's really driving me nuts and I don't like it, so I'm burning a candle. If you ever want to get me a Christmas gift, I always accept candles. And then currently I have a crock pot going with cornless corn chowder. I decided today that since I made like a taco spicy soup last night, I didn't really want to do a full dinner because I have a big load with school and with reading. So I wanted to do something easy, and I was like, oh, I'll do a crock pot meal. Yeah, nice try, Jenna, because I started making this and I put all the ingredients in the crock pot, and then I realized that I don't have any corn. I was gonna make a hearty corn chowder kind of thing, like a really creamy, hearty, savory corn chowder. And then I realized when I went to the grocery store a couple weeks ago, instead of buying my usual stock of canned tomatoes, canned peas, and canned corn, I just bought like triple of the canned tomatoes. I don't know what was going through my mind, just like grabbing canned tomatoes and thinking I was grabbing corn and peas and all the other things. But yeah. I just ended up with like a super-sized load of canned tomatoes, which I'll never be able to get through all of those. I mean, I will, but it'll take a while. But yeah, I don't have any canned corn. So currently I just have like onions and broth sitting in a crock pot with some like seasonings and stuff, which is not the best thing in the world. But my hope is that when my mom gets home, I live next door to my parents. My hope is that I'll be able to run over there and grab some creamed corn or some canned corn or just any corn variant to throw in this soup to salvage it, because otherwise we're just gonna be having like onions for dinner. We'll see about that. But yeah, I'm gonna finish my schoolwork and then we'll start the book. What you doing? What you doing, baby? What's up? What's up, baby? Okay, so I just finished my homework. Little Bean is down there. Hi, Piper. Hi. Aren't you the cutest thing? Aw. So now that I have all that like schoolwork stuff finished, at least for tonight, I finished one subject. I'm currently in 2 classes. One is British literature and the other is research and writing in literature and language, which is a mouthful of a class title, but those are the 2 classes I'm in. I've finished my British literature homework for the week in 1 day, which is great. I usually strive to finish all of my homework in a day, as opposed to doing homework spread out throughout the week. I can usually get my homework done in 2 to 3 days and then have the other 3 to 4 days of the week or 4 to 5 days of the week to catch up on any other work that I have to do, whether that's for my job or the internet life, which is fun. But anyways, I have about 45 minutes till my husband gets home from work. Update, I should probably go show you. My mom dropped by while I've been filming this. We have corn in the corn chowder. There is corn, and there's also a lot of steam. Well, I have to go change really quickly and go start reading and show you guys kind of what my reading process looks like. So let's go do that, put on some pajamas and get cozy. So it is currently 9 p.m. My husband works the late shift tonight, which is why I'm up late, crock pot meal, pajamas, cozy vibes, all of that. But while I'm cuddling Piper, I thought I would tell you guys about my reading process when I'm reading like book club picks, and also to a certain extent when I'm reading like for school or even doing like research for my WIP. This is exactly what it looks like, me getting distracted by my perfectly sweet little angel of a dog. Yeah, it's all your fault. It's all your fault. You're so cute. I love you. I love you. I love you. And then she just kind of collapses on my face. It makes it impossible for me to do anything, but she's so cute. Okay, Piper, I really have to like talk to the universe now. So if you don't mind, she's literally like standing on the book. Do you see this? Piper, get off. Okay, now that we got all of the crazy Piper-ness out of the way, let's get into it. So I have the book here. The book is The End of the Magi. And then the reading supplies that I use, I typically don't use bookmarks. I love to collect bookmarks, but I never use them. But I do have a collection. I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna dog-ear these pages. But with the book, I usually like to have a colorful pen and then a set of little tiny sticky tabs. And what I do, I like to pick a colorful pen if I'm going to be writing in books, because then it'll stand out against like the normal black ink that's on the pages. So I'll typically like highlight or underline quotes or things that I like or think that are important to the story, or might be foreshadowing something, or just story elements that I think are cool from like a writer's perspective. If I notice foreshadowing or imagery or symbolism or anything like that, that I want to point out or remember Not necessarily even just like in terms of for the book club, because I know that the book club isn't all writers. A lot of the book club is just casual readers, but just things like that, just for me, that I might want to learn to do for my own writing craft. And then I also tab things with sticky tabs, so that if I am talking during the book club meeting, I can kind of flip through those tabs and remember like what were the most important parts or the things that I most wanted to discuss or remember to talk about with you guys. And those are my reading supplies for book club books. So now that I've explained all of that, I'm just gonna get down to actually doing the reading. As I'm sure y'all have gathered, I have had a busy morning. I took Brandon to work today because my computer was at the store, because this happens to me a lot. I don't know if this happens to like all writers or if it's just a me thing, if I'm just weird, but every so often I have to go in because my computer keys randomly stop working, like my space bar, or recently it was the letter U that wasn't working. So this keyboard was broken, but now it's cleaned and it should work good as new, which is important because I do prefer working on a laptop when I'm home alone as opposed to in my office by myself, because it's just kind of creepy sitting in the back of the house all by myself. So it's great that I have that back, but coincidentally the shift key on my iMac laptop keyboard, iMac keyboard, the Bluetooth one, is broken, so that has to go in next. But for now I have my laptop back, so I thought I'd do a little bit of a check-in on what's been going on. Yeah, have all my tabs. You can see I already tabbed like a lot, but I only made it through to chapter 4, so about 50 pages. I had hoped that I could do 100 pages yesterday, then another 100, and then another 100, and then another 100, and then be done, because it's roughly 400 pages. But that didn't happen, so I'll either read a lot more today or just read it over a longer period of time. But some things that I did think were cool on the dedication, he mentions the ACFW. Something else that I keep having to circle and remind myself in this book is the times and how like there's time jumps and leaps. So far, I think I'm having a hard time connecting to Murad, which is true of me and most male characters in books. If there's a male main character, it's really hard for me to get into their headspace. But I do think that this author uses a pretty good strategy, which is to immediately put that sweet innocent character through something very traumatic in order to make them more likable or more lovable. And it did kind of work, because I did feel really sad, and it was very graphic and a little bit like too disturbing for my taste. I don't know, sometimes I was reading the gory details of like an attack. I don't know if I want to do too many spoilers, but like, and I was just like, I don't want to read that. But then there are other times where I was like, oh, this is so exciting, and I enjoyed it. So I guess it just kind of depends on my mood. If I am in the mood for something a little bit more dramatic or something a little bit more sugar-coated. I guess I just don't identify with the whole grief going straight into rage thing, but we'll see how it plays out. I feel like it's just really important to note that I always have the pillows vertically, but Piper will go in and push one over so that she can use it as a bed. Despite the fact that she has a dog bed right over there, she needs this one. Why, Piper? Why? Why are you like this? Okay, so it's time for another bookish check-in. I have now officially reached the 100-page mark in the end of the Magi, which is exciting for two reasons. One, because it means I am like basically 25% of the way finished with the book, and two, because I have finally gotten interested in the story right around chapter 10, which is a little bit longer than I'd normally give stories, but I always try to give authors what I wish that people would give to me when they're potentially reading my work. And I don't know how, I don't necessarily relate to the character yet, but I do find the story interesting, and I'm interested to see how the plot will develop, and I like a lot of the side characters, so I'll put the side characters that I really like so far right there, but they're really interesting to me, and I love them so far, but maybe Murad will grow on me. We'll have to wait and see, because I have a feeling where I'm at right now, like something big might be about to happen. I could be wrong, but I think that something is about to happen. I have this feeling that we're building to an exciting revelation, so that's super cool. But yeah, I've just been sitting around the house relaxing, doing all the things. So yeah, now I have to go pick up my husband from work, and I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna cook dinner tonight. I might ask him to pick something up, so we'll see. Should I take Piper with me? She's sitting on the coffee table. That's accurate. What is up, everyone? I feel like I just need to post a really quick reading update because I haven't in a while. Yesterday we went to a Kings game with my family, a basketball game. I'm not really into basketball. I'm not really like a big Kings fan. I'm not really like a sports fan, but we got free tickets as like a gift. So I went to that and I took my book there, as you guys saw, because as I said, I am not into sports. But the good news is that in the basketball game, I was able to get halfway through. So now I only have half left. And I have to say, this book, y'all, this book is getting really intriguing to me. I'm enjoying the journey of the Magi and like, I don't know. But I do feel like halfway is a lot for a book to become interesting. I wish that it had been more exciting sooner, but it did need a lot of setup. So now I'm gonna read the rest of this tonight while watching the Oscars, probably. We'll see. Hello everyone. I figured it was time for a longer update because it's been 2 weeks since I started filming this vlog. And that's just because it's been finals week, or as I like to call it, finals month, because like I said, my classes are 2 months long. The first month is all prep for the midterm. The second month is all prep for the final. So it's been pretty hectic for me, and I had to like put the book down for 2 weeks and take a break and work on my final essays, my final drafts and everything, which has been a lot. But Piper and I are sitting outside and I am almost done with the book, and I saved the last chapter because I wanted to read the last chapter on camera and document it. So basically that's where I've been, and I'm gonna finish it now, and then hopefully I can wrap up this vlog properly. So we'll see how this goes. Recording this on my phone because my camera died, my like actual camera for filming, while I was reading outside, or rather just after I finished reading. But I did finish the book and I have so many thoughts. The next steps for me are to type up all of my thoughts and organize them, all those places where I put sticky notes, just like make an outline for the Biblical Fiction Buffs Live, which is happening this Saturday. As for when I'm going to upload this video, I think I'm going to upload this video in conjunction with the BFB Live. That way you can watch the reading vlog and then watch the live, and we can talk about the book and all the crazy feelings and my thoughts on it. The ending was really interesting. I thought it was kind of moved. It moved slowly in the beginning, and then it moved really fast in the end, and I would have preferred more of a balance. But I understand why the writer made the choices that they did. But yeah, I'm really excited to discuss it in BFB and talk about all of the exciting announcements. Speaking of announcements, I actually have these really cool prizes here, which I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of, but these are some of the things that are going to be included in the BFB spring giveaway. One is a Bible journaling set, and that's really cool. I've always wanted one of those. And then we've got some cool sticky notes with world maps on them, which I just thought was pretty cool and old style and sort of like fitting for biblical fiction and that kind of thing. We've also got a little notebook here, which is the same pattern as the sticky notes. So really you're getting like a whole stationery set, if I'm honest. And then there's also another matching pencil set, and these are all from Barnes & Noble. As you can see, the bag is very clearly here, but these are just some of the gifts that are going to be included in the BFB giveaway for the spring book club. So make sure you come to the BFB Live or watch the replay to figure out how you can get a chance to win those come spring. At the BFB Live, we'll also be voting on what the spring book club pick is, so that's super exciting. The books, I already know what they are, and you guys, you don't want to miss out on your opportunity to vote. If you don't know what Biblical Fiction Buffs is, there's a link down in the description box below. Biblical Fiction Buffs is an online book club of over 200 members. It's running all the time, 24/7, all over the world, with people talking and interacting and enjoying and just fangirling or fanguying about biblical fiction and what makes a good biblical fiction book. Every quarter, we pick a new book to read, and then we talk about it and analyze it together throughout the quarter, and then at the Biblical Fiction Buffs Live, which is hosted on my Instagram. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jenna Van Mourik. I'm an inspired writer and an inspirational fiction reader who reads, writes, and lives for Jesus. You can find all of my information, links, and social media handles down in the description box below with literally everything else. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I'm sorry it was so all over the place and sporadic, but you know, that's how life is too. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!